I'm Timmy Kelly. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. I play at the University of North Carolina. I grew up around lacrosse my whole life, played since I was 3 years old, and yeah, went to Calvert Hall High School. I grew up, I have two older biological brothers, David and Patrick. Played with them my whole life, whether it's in the backyard shooting with each other or playing little mini stick lacrosse or whatever, but didn't really start playing organized until I was about 8 or 9. And I played on my older brother Patrick's team, rec league, up until I was about 12, and then started dovetailing on my own. Always being around lacrosse, I've always loved it. I've always loved the people. Haven't always loved the culture, but I've always loved the people and being around the community and being with my family mostly. But friends and family are my priority, so just being around the community has been great. As some people know, lacrosse is it has some positives, but right now it's definitely under the connotation of negatives as well. You look at the drinking, the drugs, the partying, everything that lacrosse entails right now isn't always positive. And for me, it was a tough dichotomy trying to work with staying in balance, hanging out with friends but not partying. Being a good teammate but not doing the wrong thing. And at first in high school that was difficult for me, just trying to find that balance, trying to strike that balance of being a fun and good teammate, as well as being someone that someone can rely on and doing the right thing. So at first for me in the lacrosse community, that kind of brought me down a little bit, and now I know where my treasure lies, and not in those things. My whole life, like I said, I've been playing lacrosse my whole life, and I've had dreams and aspirations, and I've always been under the influence of work to your hardest to get to your goal. And so I had a goal, and my goal was to win a national championship and to win a gold medal, and I actually won both those things my freshman year. So I won the NCAA national championship and was fortunate enough to have goals in the Final Four and in the championship, and reached my pinnacle as a lacrosse player. And then not 2 weeks later, I played in the U19 US FILA World Cup, and we actually won a championship there as a captain. And so, I enjoyed the partying with my friends, and I did a week with my Carolina guys and did a week with my USA friends. And after that all settled down, and after all the pictures and calls and magazine write-ups and whatever else, it kind of settled and everybody forgot. And it was pretty eye-opening that something I'd been working for my entire life, young life, 19 years at the time, my entire young life was kind of just over and done in a week. And it kind of hit me hard that moment. I was like, wow, that was over, and nobody cares anymore, and they're on to the next great thing, and they're on to the next team, and they're on to the next player, and they're on to the next high school. So right then and there, it kind of hit me hard. I tried to fill it with other things, and then I realized this emptiness isn't going to be filled by, championships, accolades, parties, career accomplishments. It's going to be fulfilled through something much greater than that. My relationship with Christ positively affects me as a lacrosse player, because one, selfishly, it fills that proverbial hole. Everybody feels that there's a hole of emptiness, and I know that's a selfish way of looking at it, but without God, there'd be really no meaning to my life. Like I said earlier, championships and accolades don't fill it. You'll get to that point, and there's nothing. You're at your peak, and it's still not going to fill it. So God fills my hole in that way. Secondly, it helps me become a better teammate. Being selfless is something that Jesus really stressed and really was honing in on, and all throughout the Bible, is be selfless. Not to be the person who's getting all the attention, but to be doing things under the radar. And so as a teammate, that's huge. You don't have to worry about having the most goals, but maybe you're worrying about picking up the water bottle. So that's helped me a ton on the field. And then off the field, my relationship with God has helped me with my community. Like I said earlier, the lacrosse community is somewhat broken, and for me, I was able. My older brother actually started my older brother Patrick started the Bible study at North Carolina, and luckily, as I've accepted God in my life, I've continued his path in North Carolina. We have about a 20-person Bible study that that meets 2 times a week at North Carolina. It's been great, and it's influenced our team positively. And we've even started to stretch into other athletic teams within the university.